The Krillian Armada's arrival was both spectacular and terrifying. Across the vast expanse of space, they had scouted and studied, searching for their next conquest. Earth, with its abundant resources and strategic location, seemed the perfect target. The Krillians, a species that thrived on dominance and subjugation, were confident in their superiority. Their technology was advanced, their numbers vast, and their will unyielding. They viewed humanity's fragmented nations and incessant conflicts as clear signs of a species ripe for the taking. As the first Krillian ships entered Earth's orbit, their intentions became unmistakably clear. Major cities across the globe were targeted, with beams of destructive energy laying waste to landmarks and infrastructures. Panic ensued as humanity faced a threat unlike any other. A civilization from the stars, intent on their annihilation or subjugation. But the Krillians had made a critical misjudgment. They perceived humanity's diversity and penchant for conflict as weaknesses, failing to recognize that these were also sources of incredible strength and resilience. The prospect of a common enemy ignited a spark of unity that had long eluded Earth's people. Old disputes and historical grievances were set aside, replaced by a collective determination to defend their home. The world's military forces, often at odds with one another, now coordinated in a global effort to repel the invaders. Fighter jets engaged Krillian scout ships in the skies, while ground troops defended cities and strategic locations from alien ground forces. Civilians, too, played their part, whether through acts of sabotage, providing shelter and aid to the displaced, or simply maintaining the morale of their communities. In secret labs and hastily assembled war rooms, scientists and strategists worked tirelessly to understand and adapt Krillian technology. Captured alien equipment became the basis for new weapons and defenses, giving humanity a fighting chance against their technologically superior foes. As the first wave of the Krillian invasion met Earth's unexpected resistance, the narrative began to shift. What was anticipated to be a swift and decisive conquest was evolving into a protracted struggle. The Krillians found themselves not as the harbingers of a new order, but as besiegers of a world that refused to yield. In this crucible of conflict, heroes emerged, and tales of valor and ingenuity spread, fueling the flames of resistance. From the deserts of Africa to the ruins of European capitals, from the cities of America to the vast landscapes of Asia, humanity stood united. The Krillians, so sure of their invincibility, began to encounter the indomitable spirit of a species fighting for its survival, its freedom, and its future. The initial shock of the Krillian invasion had passed, and Earth's unified front began to solidify, transforming the planet into a bastion of resistance. Commander Ava Chen, leading the newly formed Earth Defense Coalition, became a symbol of humanity's defiance. With representatives from every continent contributing to the cause, the coalition's strategy sessions became melting pots of diverse tactics and innovative approaches, all aimed at countering the Krillian threat. In the war-torn streets of major cities, guerrilla fighters employed hit-and-run tactics, utilizing the urban landscape to their advantage. The Krillians, unaccustomed to such resilient opposition, found themselves mired in a quagmire of constant harassment and attrition. Human ingenuity turned the debris of devastated cities into weapons and traps, a testament to the adage that necessity is the mother of invention. At sea, Earth's navies, supplemented by improvised civilian fleets, engaged Krillian aquatic assault units. The planet's oceans, with their hidden depths and complex terrains, became theaters of a new kind of warfare, with submarine and surface combatants adapting alien technologies to create formidable defenses and counterstrikes. In space, the remnants of Earth's satellite networks, repurposed with jury-rigged Krillian technology, provided crucial intelligence on alien movements. Human pilots in retrofitted spacecraft executed daring raids on Krillian supply lines and reconnaissance vessels, gradually eroding the invaders' logistical support. The scientific community, meanwhile, was in a race against time. Reverse engineering captured Krillian technology to unlock new forms of energy, propulsion, and weaponry. In underground labs and secure facilities, researchers worked alongside engineers and military tacticians to innovate and deploy new defenses, turning the tide of the invasion one breakthrough at a time. A pivotal moment in the resistance came when a covert team of scientists and soldiers infiltrated a Krillian command ship. The operation, fraught with peril, yielded valuable data on the alien fleet's weaknesses and strategic plans. This intelligence, disseminated across Earth's defense network, invigorated the coalition's efforts, providing new targets and strategies to undermine the Krillian forces. Following the strategic blow to the Krillian command ship, Earth's resistance movement gained momentum, transitioning from defensive skirmishes to coordinated offensives. Humanity, once reeling from the shock of invasion, began to reclaim its sense of agency, pushing back against the alien oppressors with newfound vigor and determination. Commander Ava Chen, now hailed as a strategic genius, orchestrated a series of counterstrikes that exploited the Krillians' newly exposed vulnerabilities. The Earth Defense Coalition, a tapestry of Earth's finest minds and bravest souls, launched a global campaign to liberate key territories from Krillian control. In North America, resistance fighters, leveraging the continent's vast landscapes, set up elaborate traps and ambushes. Utilizing the Krillian sensitivity to certain frequencies, they deployed sonic weapons that disoriented the alien troops, creating openings for ground forces to strike. Across the Atlantic, Europe's ancient cities became battlegrounds where the Krillians' advanced technology clashed with human ingenuity. The ruins of historic landmarks served as fortresses for resistance fighters, who used knowledge of the local terrain to outmaneuver and outwit the alien forces. In Asia, a coalition of forces executed a daring operation to reclaim a major city that had been converted into a Krillian command hub. Using a combination of cyber warfare and ground assaults, they managed to sever the Krillians' communication networks, causing chaos and disarray among the alien ranks. Africa's diverse environments, from deserts to rainforests, provided unique advantages for the human defenders. Guerrilla tactics, honed through centuries of indigenous warfare, were revitalized against the Krillian invaders, proving that Earth's historical struggles had forged a resilience that no alien force could easily overcome. The turning point came when the Resistance launched a coordinated assault on a Krillian resource extraction site in Australia. The site, critical to the Krillian supply chain, was heavily fortified and deemed impregnable. Yet through a combination of hacking Krillian drones for aerial support and deploying a multinational team of special forces on the ground, the humans managed to breach the defenses and destroy the facility, dealing a significant blow to the Krillian war effort. The success of these operations ignited a wave of optimism across Earth. From the smoldering ruins of cities to the quiet countryside still untouched by war, humanity was united in a shared purpose. The once distant and disjointed nations of Earth found common ground, not just in their struggle for survival, but in the collective realization that their planet was worth fighting for. The tide had turned in Earth's favor. Commander Ava Chen, now a symbol of Earth's indomitable spirit, spearheaded the final push against the weakening Krillian forces. The Earth Defense Coalition, bolstered by a series of tactical victories and the unraveling of Krillian command structure, was poised to reclaim the planet. In a strategic move, the coalition launched a simultaneous, multi-front offensive aimed at dislodging the remaining Krillian strongholds. In space, a fleet of human ships retrofitted with Krillian technology and powered by the unity of Earth's nations, engaged the alien armada in a decisive battle. On the ground, forces converged on Krillian positions, exploiting the cracks in the alien defenses exposed by human ingenuity and resilience. The Krillians, now realizing the fatal flaw in their assessment of humanity, fought desperately, but were overwhelmed by the coordinated assault. Their technology, once seemingly invincible, faltered against the relentless human spirit. The final Krillian stronghold on Earth fell in a dramatic confrontation, marked by the bravery of the human soldiers and the strategic acumen of their leaders. With the Krillian threat neutralized, Earth began the process of healing and reconstruction. The scars of the invasion were deep, both in the physical landscape and the collective psyche of humanity. Yet there was a newfound sense of unity and purpose. The nations of Earth, having fought side by side against a common enemy, found new grounds for cooperation and a shared vision for the future. Commander Chen, addressing the world in the aftermath of victory, spoke not of triumphalism, but of vigilance and solidarity. The invasion had exposed Earth's vulnerabilities, but also showcased its strengths. Humanity had prevailed not solely through martial might, but through cooperation, adaptability, and the sheer force of will to defend their home. As Earth's skies cleared of the threat, the planet's leaders convened to chart a new course for the future. The Earth Defense Coalition evolved into a permanent organization, dedicated to protecting the planet from future threats and fostering peace and collaboration among nations. The legacy of the invasion was a paradox of loss and gain. Mourning for the fallen mingled with pride in what had been achieved. Earth had been tested by fire and emerged not just intact but stronger, a member of the galactic community forged in the crucible of conflict.